You want the real deal with Dennis Kneale? CNBC Reports starts right now.
So will this backlash hurt business? Will it ruin our great recovery? Let's ask the Real Deal Squad. We got a platoon of opiners tonight. We got Julian Epstein, Julie Roginski, Bernard Whitman, and Keith Boykin on the liberal left, and Peter Flaherty, Greg Knapp, Ben Ferguson, and Amanda Carpenter over there on the right. Representative Joe Sestak and Representative Marsha Blackburn have been kind enough to be with us here tonight. Many members of Congress getting a rude reception from constituents while they hold health care town halls during their summer recess. Brace for the bitterness.
Who sent me here? Who sent me here? I sent myself! How dare you? How dare you claim that I'm part of a conspiracy?
You get government aid.
Think about the issue. Talk, Barry.
Just say no. Just say no.
I'm not going to tell you.
That's not the law. There's a law. You put in a law. How dare you? How dare you?
Wow. Is this debate undemocratic, un-American, or is this indeed the pinnacle of democracy? On the right, we got radio commentator Greg Knapp, Amanda Carpenter with the Washington Times. On the left, we have Keith Boykin and Bernard Whitman. But first, let's bring back our members of Congress, Joe Sestak and Marsha Blackburn. Congressman Sestak, one extra issue that's been added to this entire health care debate now is the way that the Obama posse is characterizing the opposition. They're saying it's big, fat public interests. They're almost implying that it's un-American. Burning an effigy at some of these protests, when I thought burning an effigy was actually incredibly American. We were doing it in 1776. Do you think that the opposition to Obamacare is in any way un-American or purely orchestrated by special interests as opposed to grassroots response?
No, there's a bit of that, but I went to all 67 counties in Pennsylvania for 3 weeks before I got in the race against Arlen Specter in July. And there is angst out there among everyone. Why? They're in a very savage recession. They can't afford, with their 401s and IRAs devastated, to send their kids to college. And we, frankly, in Washington, D.C., have been in an echo chamber and not doing enough to explain what I believe is the goodness of this. Look, when I left the military, my 4-year-old had a brain tumor, cancer. And I had a wonderful health care plan that saved her. I got in this for this plan. And there is misleading information out there, but I'm tomorrow night in Center City, Philadelphia. I did my first town hall in my district the day after I left Congress for the recess. I'm doing my second one tomorrow night. And this is exactly a requirement upon us as to be leaders to step in and say, this is an anxiety of the moment. But doing nothing is not an option. We did it the last decade.
Okay.
And we had 8 million Americans lose their health care, and health premiums went up over 80%.
Okay.
And I would love to, during this discussion, explain why this plan is not government just run. It is a goodness where competition and transparency will discipline costs.
And you'll have time later. Congressman Blackburn, first of all, I got to say, he's good. I mean, he's clearly running for office, and he's really kind of electable there. That was just quite an eloquent statement he just made. Where do you fall in on this?
Well, one of the things I will say is we have done 3 town hall meetings so far, and we're trying to put more in during this break. We advertised ours, got the word out over Facebook, and we had more people attend each one of those than we had ever expected that we would. What I have found from the people that have attended, they are coming with specific questions. They want to know how this plan would affect them. They want the facts. And most importantly, they want to know that we're listening to them. And what they are telling us is this: they do not want a bureaucrat making decisions that their physicians should be making. They do not want their Medicare benefits diminished.
Okay.
They do not want a government-run plan, and they want to know that their member of Congress is going to take the time to listen to them. They are very, very concerned about having a government-run program. And in Tennessee, we had the test case for Hillary Clinton health care. Didn't work.
Got to throw it open to the Real Deal Squad. And if I could just implore my 2 elected officials, I have great respect for you, but I must tell you, it's not the floor of the House, so you got to keep your bites shorter, okay? Let's go for like a little faster. All right, we got Julian Epstein, Democratic strategist, Julie Roginski, Let's see, Keith Boykin, Amanda Carpenter. Now they changed the lineup on me. All right, Keith Boykin, start us off. So we just heard Congressman Sestak say that, no, this is not some Republican orchestrated backlash, that people are truly concerned. Why don't you liberal Dems just drop this thing, start over, and rifle shot in on the 15 million people who want insurance but can't get it?
Well, Dennis, there's a lot of misinformation out there. You got Sarah Palin making up distortions and lies about death panels which don't exist. You have this guy at the town hall meeting who's talking about get your government hands off my Medicare, not even realizing that Medicare is a government program. And you have people carrying guns and having shouting matches in town hall meetings. You can't have a serious discussion in this context. You know, what's so astounding about the two members of Congress is they both have government-run health insurance. They have the option to choose among a number of different government or private providers.
Right.
Why can't the American people have the same option that the members of Congress have? That's all we're talking
unfortunately,
about.
the plan is so bad that even the congressmen who are voting for it don't want to be represented in it. Go ahead, Greg Knapp.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want it. Listen, the people are mad because Congress is not listening to them. These are not town hall meetings for dialogue. The congressmen expect them to shut up and sit down and listen. And what Obama said today, he's the one spreading misinformation. He says you get to keep your doctor and your insurance. Well, not if your insurance doesn't meet the mandates. It'll get phased out. Not if your employer decides to pay the tax instead of keep your insurance, you'll get phased out. He says it'll be deficit neutral. Not a single one of these scored by the CBO is deficit neutral.
I don't think anybody believes that. He also said today, Greg, that the AARP, the American Association of Retired Persons, has come out in favor of his plan when indeed it has not. And worse than that is he said, hey, it's easy to compete against the government. FedEx and UPS do it, and the post office is the one that messes up. That's not a good vote of confidence. Where do you stand, Amanda Carpenter?
Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of the Democrats really wish that the outrage at these town hall meetings were about health care, but I'm telling you it's not. It has to do with distrust of the government that started with TARP, that went through the stimulus package where we were told if we put $787 billion in our credit card, it would solve unemployment. It's not happening. It feels good right now. We're getting a little bit of a bump, but people are scared that the bill is coming, and that's why they're so worried.
Is it a broader protest?
What amazes me about this is if you listen to the people who have been so stirred up by the insurance companies in the far right, you'll hear just how faulty and disingenuous. You'll hear just how faulty and disingenuous their claims are. My favorite is get your government hands off my Medicare.
Exactly.
Medicare is a government program.
The only rationing
that's going on now is that insurance companies rationing care through exclusions, exceptions, and denial of coverage. What this plan is going to do is prevent rationing.
Oh, wait, I gotta jump in on that. Hold on a second.
I like your passion, but Greg, hang on. I gotta take a little break here, right? We're breaking. Okay, guys, more health care coming in. Oh, Representative Blackburn, thank you very much for coming in. I know you have a lot going on. And where are we going from here, guys? I need teleprompter. I need something. I'm nowhere.
Get Obama's teleprompter.
Yeah, there you go. See, Obama's a lot better at this teleprompter thing than I am. All right, also...